Dear viewers, Namaskar. Wishing you all a very happy Republic Day. Welcome to this edition of News Bulletin. In view of the prevalent COVID conditions, you are requested to adhere to the COVID appropriate behaviors like wearing mask properly, washing hands frequently, maintaining social distancing and avoiding crowded places. 73rd Republic Day celebrated by SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant amidst patriotic fervor. Long Service Award function held at Bolani Iron Ore Mines of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant. And in our Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav series, today's personality is Dr. Devi Prasanna Patnaik. Now, the news in detail. The 73rd Republic Day of the nation was celebrated by SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant amidst patriotic fervor on 26 January 2022. Mr. A.K. Kundu, ED Mines, RSP, unfurled the national flag and took the salute of the CISF contingent in the function organized at Ispat Stadium, Sector 6. The function was organized with official decorum in compliance to the government guidelines pertaining to COVID-19. The program was attended by Mr. S.R. Suryavanshi, ED Works, Mr. A.K. Pradhan, ED Projects, Mr. P.K. Satpathy, ED PNA, Mr. C.R. Mahapatra, CGM, MM and Marketing, Mr. A.K. Behuria, CGM in charge, FNA, Dr. B.K. Hota, CMO in charge, M&HS, Mrs. Indrani Kundu, Acting President, and Dr. Mrs. Sumita Samal, Vice President of DMS, and many other senior officers of RSP. Wishing the RSP collective on this auspicious occasion, Mr. Kundu said, "We at Rourkela Steel Plant have also had the satisfaction of serving our country with great aplomb across many spheres, from bridges to buildings, tunnels to tanks, vessels to vehicles, and pipelines to railway wagons. The Swadeshi steel made by us is shaping and strengthening India for more than 6 decades and contributing to the nation vision of Make in India." Elaborating about the achievements of the plant in various fields of endeavor, Mr. Kundu said, "In spite of the Herculean COVID-induced challenges, we excelled in all our endeavors to end the calendar year 2021 on a resounding note. Our quest for excellence remained undiminished despite the pandemic, and we touched new peaks of excellence in production, productivity, techno-economics and profitability in the last year." He congratulated Team RSP for winning the Best Integrated Steel Plant title under SAIL Corporate Awards for Excellence 2021. He also emphasized upon safety and urged the collective to remain vigilant and strengthen the safety net in the plant. The ED Mines, while concluding his speech, said, "The scenario is daunting, but then the RSP collective has always been known for its resilience. We have a track record for meeting every challenge head on and coming up victorious. Together, let us bridge all barriers and soar into a brighter and more successful future. India wants it, and we owe it to our motherland." Later, Mr. Kundu, along with all the dignitaries, visited a display of paintings created earlier by eminent artists of the Steel City in the workshop Ispat Barnali, organized at the stadium. In a small ceremony organized at Deepika Jagriti Sansthan Sector 2, national flag was hoisted by Mrs. Indrani Kundu, Acting President DMS, Mrs. Harshala Suryavanshi, Dr. Mrs. Sunita Samal, Mrs. Hiranmay Satpathy, the Vice Presidents of DMS, Mrs. Namita Mahapatra, Secretary DMS, and other members of the Sansthan were also present on the occasion. A long service award distribution program was organized at the Bolani Iron Ore Mines of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant recently. Mr. Jaydev Chattopadhyay, CGM, presented the certificate of recognition to 37 employees for rendering 25 years of service to the company. present on the occasion were other officers and employees of the department. It is worth mentioning here that the Long Service Awards are being presented every year to the employees who complete 25 years of service in the company as a recognition of their committed service. It comprises a certificate of recognition and a stainless steel dinner set as token gift of appreciation. As a part of the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav celebrations, SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant is presenting a series of news on the eminent personalities of Orissa, some well-known and some lesser-known. Today's personality is Dr. Devi Prasanna Patnaik. Born on 14th March 1931 in Tigiriya, Cuttack, Dr. Patnaik is an author and a linguist of international repute. Honored abroad for his linguistic research work in Oriya language, he is well known as an illustrious literary critic. He was the founder director of the Central Institute of Indian Languages, Mysore. His works are characterized by spontaneity and realism. Among his notable works, Oriya Bhasa o Bhasa Vigyan is a useful text on Oriya language. He has been conferred with many awards and recognitions for his contribution to the enrichment of Oriya language. He received the coveted Padma Shri in 1987 for his contribution to formalize and adding Bodo language in the 8th schedule of the Constitution of India. He also played a major role to lead Oriya language to acquire the status of a classical language. With this, we come to the end of today's news bulletin. Namaskar.